Hello and welcome to a Wilson Clash review. I'm Time for Tennis, but today I am with Courtside reviewing the latest generation of the Clash 100 Pro. This racket has been updated from a 1619 to a 1620 string pattern. I am a big fan of that. My main racket personally right now and for some time has been the Pure Aero 98, also a 1620. But I'm also a big fan of the Wilson Shift, which is also a 1620. More on that racket later. The Wilson Clash is a cleverly designed racket line because it manages to keep up with the modern game mechanics in a very arm-friendly package. In fact, the Wilson Clash is definitely one of the most popular racket lineups among people looking for racket. In fact, the Wilson Clash is one of the most popular rackets among people looking for something arm-friendly. And the 100 Pro sits on the more advanced side of the spectrum for the Wilson Clash lineup. Between this and the 98, I had a hard time picking a favorite. Dare I say it's hard to go wrong with either one, but I would imagine the 100 with that slightly bigger head size does give you a little bit more power. But it's not the kind where you'd worry about your balls flying out of the court. It's really not. And I can't stress enough, again, how surprising it is, the level of comfort and the level of power and playability that these rackets combine all in one. The Wilson Clash is impressive in that way, I gotta say. Also, this red color, absolutely one of my favorites of all time. I love that satin velvety finish, and that red color is just, I don't know, I'm kind of lost for words. You gotta see it in person if you haven't. The embossed or engraved characters on the throat is also a nice touch. It gives the racket a little bit more dimension, literally, like it's three-dimensional. You can feel it with your hands on the throat. I rallied with this racket for quite some time, and it's enjoyable from all areas of the court. It's maneuverable enough and stable enough to keep up at the net for volleys. I'm more of a baseline guy, but I was doing just fine at the baseline. In other words, this racket is suitable for many players, I would say. Some rackets hit really flat, some hit super spinny. This one's somewhere between the middle and spinny, with a lot to offer you in the department of arm comfort. I'd also like to say the Wilson Shift might be a racket you'd want to consider checking out. I know the RAs look kind of far off. I believe the Wilson Shift is 66 stiffness and these are about 60, but you'd be surprised how familiar or similar they feel. RAs are kind of a hard number to take super seriously. You just got to hit with the racket for yourself. So if you want to take my word for it, if you're looking for an arm-friendly racket, I would also point you in the direction of the Wilson Shift. That racket's going to be a little bit more on the spin-friendly side, but if you're looking into Wilson rackets between the Shift and the Clash, I think those would be my top recommendations, especially for arm comfort. Anyway, that concludes the review for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see a deeper dive into this racket and others, you can check out my YouTube channel at Time for Tennis. And in the meantime, if you are in the area, Sacramento, Courtside has 2 locations with lots of demos, both for pickleball and tennis. So come on by. Courtside Tennis has all the latest and greatest. And if you want to shop online, you can go to courtsidetennis.com and get free shipping over $50. All right, well, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.